Hello YouTube, this is NJDellFan26 today with a review of the IPEVO X1N6 Internet Conferencing Station. This will run you approximately $200 on the IPEVO website, which is a little bit pricey, but it has every right to be. This is an omnidirectional microphone, which means that we have microphones here, 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 and here, which is extremely nice, which is obviously extremely great for conferencing when doing business meetings via Skype, iChat, or any of those instant messaging services. Which brings me to point number 1 of the X1N6. The X1N6 is compatible with Skype, MSN Live, iChat, Google Talk, AOL, any client for AOL, Yahoo Messenger, and Avaya 1X Desktop Edition. And really, any instant messaging client that allows you to use a microphone, which is a great thing about it. Now you notice that right over here we have a green light shining around, which means that the X1N6 is on. There is an off switch. However, I'm not going to be showing you guys the off switch or actually demoing it, because I am actually recording this video with the X1N6. I'm recording video with the camera, and I am recording audio with this, and it's going right into GarageBand, and then I'm going to be merging these both together into this video, so you guys can hear the awesome quality from the X1N6. Now, the great thing about it is that it is Mac and PC compatible. And just background information, it does connect via USB 1.1 or 2.0. Most USB ports nowadays are 2.0, so that doesn't really matter. Like I said, it is both Mac and PC compatible. So it is pretty much universal. It also works with Linux as well. However, it doesn't say that on the box, but it does. Now, on the front over here, you see that it says IPEVO, and we have our little speaker in here, which is a great thing. Basically, you can have a speaker and a microphone all in one thing. And the great thing is that it's plug and play. No drivers are required at all. Just simply plug it in via USB, and you're ready to go. GarageBand automatically finds it and makes it so you can use it in GarageBand. iChat automatically finds it, just like Skype and everything else. It's kind of like using that P2B webcam. Just plug it in and it's ready to go. Except for all of you guys who aren't really sure what plug and play is. So over here, we have our nice little scroller ball, which makes it so the volume is lower or higher. So you can adjust that right over here. On the back of it, you can see that, or bottom, excuse me, you see we have a bunch of little openings over here. We kind of have like a cross over here, so we can put the wire through. Now, the really nice thing about that is that you can actually keep your wires kind of neat. You don't have to have them rolling around the place. You can just have them fit nicely right in these sockets. Now, the one bad thing I have to say about the product is where they have the placement for the USB port. You guys can see right over here. This is where the USB port is. Plugs in right down there. And I gotta tell you guys, when I first opened it took me about 2 or 3 minutes to actually find it. Then I actually had to go to the instructions and find exactly where it was, and I don't do that often. So the only real bad thing I can say about the product is the USB placement. It does connect via mini USB, but I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense to have it below it. It may be in a nicer looking space or a more accessible kind of space. When I think about it, I mean, you can't have a USB port going down from the top and just hanging there, so it's sticking out like that. So this does seem the most practical, or I mean, you could just put it on the side. That's just my opinion. On the bottom, you can also see we have 4 rubber feet, so then the X1N6 does not scratch your wood desks, if you happen to have one, or really any kind of surface. Just very surface-friendly, so to speak. On the side, we have our on and off switch, which is very nice. And over here, we have a bunch of other ports. We have a mute button over here, switch actually. If you switch it on, the red light will turn on, and it'll go away from green, obviously. Now, I'm not going to do that because it will screw up in GarageBand, and I will have to re-record this video. So I do apologize, but if you're ever conferencing in iChat, Skype, or any of those other instant messaging clients, you can just mute your conversation just by going like that instead of clicking the mute key on your computer, which obviously does work as well, but it's more practical to just switch that off. Now, we also have a headphone port. Right, guys? The X1N6 does support monitoring, which is very cool. Most professional microphones for the Macs and PCs, all those computer microphones, like Rode microphones, all those, most of them actually have monitoring. And this isn't a professional microphone. It has extremely exceptional audio quality, but it's not professional, and the fact that it has monitoring is very cool. We also have a plug over here for another microphone. Now, I'm not sure why they would have that if this is a microphone itself, then have another microphone port. And I don't even have one of those kind of ports on my Mac, so I can't really help you guys out with that one. I actually don't know why that's there. You guys, this is the X1N6 by IPEVO. Great audio quality. Again, I am recording this video. All the audio is coming from this itself, and guys, leave me a comment. Let me know how the audio quality is. I honestly think it is amazing when video chatting or voice chatting via Skype, iChat, or any of the other instant messaging clients. Everyone on the other side says the audio quality is great. One thing that I really like about it is when you're recording in GarageBand, basically, like, if you record into the regular built-in microphone on the Macs, you hear kind of air in the background, you hear that kind of sound. But with this, you don't have any of that, no echoing, no nothing. The audio quality is nice, clear, and crisp. Kind of means all the same thing, but just emphasizing that the audio quality on this is great. Definitely worth the $200 for that omnidirectional feature. You guys can see over here, if you haven't yet, you can see it's a little bit darker over here. We have one microphone here. You guys probably hear some static because I'm tapping the microphone. We have one here, and one here. And obviously the speaker in the middle, like I said earlier. So great thing. If you guys want to be cheap, don't want to pay for the audio driver, don't want to pay for the audio card or anything, perfectly fine. Just plug this right in. You have a microphone and a speaker all built in. So guys, like I said, this is a review of the IPEVO X1N6. This is NJDelFan26. For exclusive content, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I am almost at 300 followers, which is pretty cool. I've been between the 290 and 95 area. It keeps going up and down, which I guess is kind of bad. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I do the videos for the fun of it. Don't really care about the whole following thing or whatever. So like I said, for exclusive content, follow me on Twitter. I do release a couple behind the scenes or pre-release kind of stuff on my Twitter account. Twitter.com/NJDelFan26. Check out iPhonic, my new iPhone development company at www.iPhonic.com. And be sure to check out IPEVO at www.ipevo.com. This is NJDelFan26, and I'll see you guys in the next video.